You know, right after I hit the publish button for the video that said that, like, I don't have anything to commentate about because it's quarantine, I just realized that, you know, since I didn't really do anything with YouTube for a really long time, I just have, like, all these pent-up quarantine stories that I can just do instead. So, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sky Wars. We're going to be talking about how my quarantine went so far. I mean, it's not quite over yet, but, like, I've got, like, a few stories, like, you know, how it worked out in school. You get the drill. I'm making content is what I'm doing. Basically, the start of my quarantine was, like, still during the school year, and basically, like, it was during, like, a normal week of school. We had, like, I still didn't know that like there was even a virus that anyone was dealing with besides, like, I don't know, like maybe the Zika virus or something, because I feel like some people deal with that, but that's topical, so, you know. Oh. PvP death. Oh. So, like, I didn't even know that there was a virus happening. All of a sudden, just a random Wednesday, like, zero warning, all of a sudden it's just like, okay, so apparently there's a virus. And, yeah, we don't really know what's going on, so we're gonna close schools. So, that's, like, the first thing that my schools did. That was the first time that I also learned that there was ever a virus that I had to deal with. So my schools close for, like, one day, and we're like, okay, so they just have to figure out what the heck is going on, and we're like, and so, you know, we wait one day, and then, the next day, schools cancel again, because they still haven't figured it out, and we're like, alright, makes sense. And then the day after that, you know, it's just like, okay, guys, we finally figured out what's going on. And our reaction is to not do anything outside for, like, the next several months. And we're like, oh, yeah, I suppose that's one way to deal with it. Which is not to, like, dog on the whole concept of, like, quarantining or whatever. It's just, like, I still hadn't, like, fully processed what was going on. So that's, like, just this randomness was pretty much how I comprehended the information that they were giving me. But, like, you know, again, quarantine, good, just very random when it happened. So yeah, that's pretty much how my quarantine started. Very, very sudden, very random. You have strength. I kind of still fought you, and I kind of still won. Ah! Okay, I'm alive. That's basically how my quarantine started. It was a very jarring start, very sudden. And, it's kind of, like, weird to explain it in that way, but that's also kind of the best way to explain it. So, yeah. A very interesting start to my quarantine, if I do say so myself. You have a fire sword as well. I'm just gonna let you burn to death. Rip. The quarantine started and we're just like, okay, so I suppose this is a thing now. So the first thing that they needed to do is, I have a lot of stacks of 2 of, like, swiftness pots, anyhow. The first thing that they needed to do was figure out how they were going to conduct learning in this environment, because, you know, kind of important to be able to teach students. It's what students do best, and it's what teachers have to do to students, is to subject them to learning. And so yeah, they take, I don't know, like maybe 1 or 2 months to figure out how they're going to do distance learning. Basically after those, we're just like, okay, so it's time to start distance learning. And basically we wake up on that day and they say, okay, guys, distance learning's canceled. It's going to be postponed for a week. And we're like, oh, why? And it's like, it's technical difficulties or something. And we're like, oh, okay. Like, they didn't really elaborate on it. And then, you know, the next week, you know, we see what's happening with distance learning, and they're like, it's canceled again, and we're like, what? Why is it canceled again? And it's like, more technical difficulties, and we're like, I'm sensing a theme here. So after, like, those 2 weeks of delays, it's like, apparently the like, the technological side of things was just, like, completely dying. It really wasn't working out. So after they got, like, finally configured, we started the distance learning, and basically what they did was, for the remainder of the school year, we just they kind of like gave us invitations to online classrooms, and then we just went to them and we, like, learned like normal, except online. So yeah, that was pretty much my quarantine during the school year. I know, very, very exciting, very cohesively told. I am a good storyteller. Subscribe for more. I have a compass, so I can find this last guy. He's over here. I accidentally went the wrong kit this game, so, like, I don't have pearls to fight him with. So I don't want to get knocked off, but I feel like I don't really have an option. Alright, PvP. Close fight. So that's pretty much everything that happened, like, with quarantine in school, but then, you know, outside of school, I, you know, still have, like, a home life and whatnot, so... Basically, when the quarantine first started, like, my you know, computer was still broken, as you know, and I didn't really have, like, any other options, so pretty much, like, for the first major bit of quarantine, the only thing I did for entertainment was just play mobile games, like, non-stop. And after a while, I realized, yeah, this isn't gonna work, because mobile games do get old after a while, and I was starting to get sick of them, and I'm just like, okay, I have to find something else to play. So, basically, the only other option that I really had was to get a console, pretty much, because my parents didn't want me to buy a computer yet. It was just for, you know, their own reason, but I couldn't get a computer, so my only option is to get a console. And the only console that I could really get, the Nintendo Switch. So, you know, after like spending like ages trying to convince my parents to let me buy a Switch, they finally let up. I finally get my Switch, and basically I just played that a few weeks, maybe like a month or two. So really quick, I'm gonna steal these kills. You don't have pants, so I'm gonna like 3-shot you. Well, 4-shot because you ate a gapple. And I got a fire sword. That's pretty cool. Power 3. So I basically played that until I got this computer, and that was a extremely very difficult fight. I cannot read that. But I place both of them down, and I get the foreign frog hat power. Hello. Death. And so pretty much the only game that I played on the Switch for like the entire like weeks periods between like, you know, me getting a Switch and me getting this computer, I just played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate SSBU. Very good game. I had a lot of fun playing it, so I don't actually have any regrets playing it for so long. But like, yeah, because before then, I mean, I like to think of myself as a kind of a Smash nerd, because I like watched all the tourneys. I, you know, followed like specific players, all that stuff, and like, you know, tried to develop good content knowledge and all that. And I'm like, yes, I can finally play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch in my own house on my own TV. Let's go, because I didn't hook it up to my monitor, since I already had like a backup like laptop hooked up to my monitor. It wasn't a good laptop. I couldn't record on it. Basically, I played that for literal. Oh dear, who are you and why are you here? Why are you blowing everything up? Why? How did you... How the heck? No, not a thing. No, not happening. And now there's someone everywhere, and this guy thinks he's slick, and yep. Oh dear, I'm actually getting roasted. Okay, I'm alive. Why is this guy fighting me? Okay, we somehow came out of that alive. We take those, I guess. So I basically just played Smash like the entire time, had a lot of fun. I got a lot better at the game than I was before, especially since I could like use something that wasn't a Joy-Con. And yeah, basically that was like my only source of entertainment for, you know, like all of those weeks. And yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I'm thinking like once I got this computer, I stopped playing Smash a little bit because I wanted to get better at Minecraft, since, you know, 4 weeks of rust, needed to get back into the game. But yeah, I'm thinking about like, you know, getting back into it. So I like move my Switch up here. I'm gonna see if I can like, you know, properly play Smash and, you know, actually like get good at it. So, you know, that'll be fun. So basically, you know, after like a few weeks of just like playing Smash Brothers and going to online school, eventually the school year ends, and like our grading policy during quarantine was pretty lenient, so it wasn't that difficult to passed the grade, let's be honest. Got this computer, and then I just been playing Minecraft pretty much exclusively. And yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of my quarantine. It was definitely an interesting experience, but yeah, whatever. I suppose it was fun in its own way, probably just because of how silly it was. I heard your footsteps. Actually, I want to heal first, because like I have healing. Pretty nice to use it. Please don't take this kill. Thank you. I don't know if he like let me take his kill or he was like trying to reorganize his inventory or something, but regardless, very kind of you to let me have that fight uninterrupted. I thank you. I thank you. We stand Dr. L0 US. Totally. Yeah, but again, I might try to like get back into doing Smash. I can't. If anyone wants to see like Smash content, I can't really record that since I don't really have a way to, like, I think it's required to have like a Nintendo Switch capture card to even be able to record Smash, and I don't have one of those, so, and I can't exactly get one because, again, parents, they won't let me. And but yeah, I don't know, maybe if I just get better at it. I definitely won't like try to forgo Minecraft to like do like a competitive Smash Brothers career, since I'm still kind of garbage at the game, but like maybe I'll be able to just play it like for fun every once in a while, just at a relatively high level. You know, that'll be fun. That was another episode of Sky Wars. I actually kind of wanted to do a Bed Wars game this time, but couldn't actually, like, I tried, but it's so much harder to do like commentating a story in Bed Wars, just because like if I mess up once, then that's like 15 minutes of storytelling that I have to do all over again, since I don't really like to record losses. Maybe I'll just like upload some random commentary Bed Wars video next time. I don't know. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment, and yeah, bye.